and get started. Happy Friday. Welcome to Attack. Today's class, we have a little bit of everything. Gotcha. Let me lower it down. Got better? I'm hoping music better. You guys can hear my mic? Awesome. Okay, so for today's class, we have a little bit of everything. Obviously, it is mainly core, but we do have a little bit of a strength core section and a cardio core section. So the way my class will be set up today is we are going to start with a 2-minute AMRAP, as many rounds as possible. We have 2 moves that we are going to do a certain amount of reps. Once you finish, you're just going to keep going with those 2 moves until our 2 minutes are done. Then we get a 30-second break, and then we move into a 4.5-minute circuit of a strength core circuit. So they're moves that have a little bit of strength, upper and lower body, but still focusing on the core. Then we move back into a 3-minute AMRAP. Using those same 2 moves, we add another one on. Then we come back into a 4.5-minute circuit, which will be a cardio core circuit, so cardio-based core exercises. And then we finish it all off with a 4-minute core AMRAP, adding on 1 more move from the 3 that we were already doing. So making sure you guys have plenty of water nearby, staying hydrated. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate what our 2 moves will be for our first AMRAP, and then we'll get right into it. So we will begin laying on our back, legs straight up into the air, arms extended over your shoulders, and we're just coming up into some toe touches, making sure both those shoulders come off of the ground. And of course, if you have a weight, you're more than welcome to hold on to it to give you that extra resistance. After we do 6 reps of those toe touches, we move into 6 leg drops. Keeping those legs straight, we drop it straight down. Again, making sure that lower back is always pushed into the mat, never letting that back arch. So if your back begins to arch here, that's where you'll stop and pick it back up. Or if you can bring it all the way down to right before your feet touch the ground, more power to you. But those are our 2 moves, and our lucky number for this first core AMRAP is 6. So we have 6 toe touches, 6 leg drops, and then when you finish, you keep going until our 2 minutes are up. So we're going to go ahead and lay on our back, legs straight in the air, arms extended over those shoulders. We have our toe touches starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach those hands up to those feet. You do 6. Count your own reps. Then once you get done with those 6, you move into those leg drops. Hand options for those leg drops. You can either keep the hands under the hips, or if you want to challenge your core a little bit more, you're going to keep them extended over your shoulders, just like they're in when you're in those toe drops or toe touches. Combining these moves. Getting 6 of each and moving on to the next. Keeping it going, making sure in those toe touches, shoulders coming off the ground, feeling it in that upper core. Then with those leg drops, you feel it more in your lower abdominal muscles. We're halfway there. 1 more minute to go. Again, always pushing that lower back into the ground as you drop those legs. In that nice pelvic tilt, imagine there's a towel underneath your lower back and you won't let anyone pull it out from under you. We have 30 seconds. Your core should start to feel warm by now. As we have 20 seconds remaining, then we get a nice 30 seconds to recover as we move into our strength core circuit. In 10 seconds, can you finish out whatever round you are on in the next 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and relax, grab some water, and then we're gonna sit it on up. 3 moves, really only 2 because the first one is right and left, but we move into our strength core. We start standing, hands by our head. We're gonna step back into a curtsy lunge and then bring it up into a side crunch. So standing with that right leg, left leg comes back, hands by our head. Go ahead and meet me when you're ready. We step that left foot back. Keep those hips square. We bring it up. We bring that left elbow to that left knee. All on this left side. We stay balancing on that right leg. If you need to, always feel free to reset and drop that left foot down, or you can keep it off the ground the entire time, except for when you're in that curtsy lunge. We have 10 seconds. We get 15 seconds to recover, and then we switch sides. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead, shake out that right leg. We stand on the left now. Keep our hands. We're gonna step that right foot back. Same thing, right elbow, right knee. 3, 2, 1. Step that right foot back. Bring that right knee, right elbow together into that side crunch. Again, as you step back in that curtsy lunge, that back leg is just a little bit further than that front leg, but your hips are still squared. They're not rotating. You have 10 seconds. Then we're gonna bring it to the floor for some moving planks. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and rest. Our third exercise. We start in our high plank. We drop it down to our forearms. We press it back up. Moving plank. We go in 3, 2, 1. High plank. Come down onto the elbows. Press back up. Making sure you alternate which arm you're gonna extend with. Don't let those hips swing side to side. Strengthening our shoulders as we strengthen our core. We have 10 seconds, and then we have one final round of these 3 moves before we're done with this circuit. 2, 1. Let's go ahead and relax. Stand it back up. Our second final round for this strength core. We balance on that right leg, hands by our head. We step the left back in 3, 2, 1. Step that left foot back. Left elbow, left knee. Again, keeping those hips nice and square, always facing forward, no rotation. We have 15 seconds. This is the last time we're gonna do any of these moves. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish out that rep, then shake out that right leg. Now we stand on that left leg. Hands by our head as we get ready to step back that right foot, and then bring up right knee, right elbow. We go in 2, 1. Let's step it back. Bring it out to the side. You guys are doing great. Woo, we got 20 seconds remaining. Then just one final move in our strength portion. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish out that rep, then bring it down to the mat. High plank, down to our forearms, then back up onto our hands. We start in 4, 3, 2, 1. Down on the forearms. We press it back up. Making sure that back is not arched. You pull the belly button into the spine. Don't let those hips swing around too much. If they are, spread the feet a little wider. If they're still swinging, modify it down to the knees. We have 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and relax. Shake out the arms. We move back into our AMRAP now. 3 minutes this time with 3 moves. We keep the first 2. Our toe touches, and then our leg drop, and then our third move, we're gonna bend those legs, arms come up, we have dead bugs. Double count, so 1 on the right, 1 on the left, that equals 1 rep. We're gonna stick with our lucky number 6. 6 toe touches, 6 leg drops, 6 dead bugs. Go ahead, lay on your back, legs straight up, meet me when you're ready. Reach those hands up to those feet, shoulders coming off, 6 reps. Then we move into 6 leg drops. Hand options either under the hip or extended over your chest if you want a little bit more of a challenge. And then our third move, our 6 dead bugs. You bend those legs, feet in the air, arms over the chest, alternate, extending out arm and opposite leg. 6 reps, double count, so really you're doing a total of 12, 6 on each side. We have 1 minute down, 2 to go. You should hopefully be able to get through at least 3 rounds. If you don't, no worries. That's just a number to try to push you to make it there. Six toe touches, 6 leg drops, 6 dead bugs, which is 6 on each side for a total of 12. You have just over 1 minute left. Can you finish out that 3rd round and start that 4th? That is my challenge to you. And again, if you can, no worries, no shame, just trying to push you on this Friday before we get our weekend started. Woo! We have just under 1 minute. Seconds, keep it moving, we're almost there. Then we get 30 seconds to recover after this. Just over 10 seconds. Did you finish that 3rd round? Are you working on your 4th? Are you almost done with that 3rd? We have 2, 1. We get to relax. Grab a quick sip of water and then watch me as I demo our cardio core movement. Same thing, we have 3 exercises. First we start high plank on our hands, cross climbers. Bring in that knee to that opposite elbow. Then we drop it down onto our forearms. We jump out those feet for some plank jacks. And then finally we turn it over onto our back for some sprinter crunches. Arms and legs extended, we sit up and we tuck in 1 knee, opposite elbow. Lay it back down, switch sides. First we start cross climbers, high plank, hands and feet, alternating elbow or knee to that opposite elbow. Same thing, 2 rounds, 35 seconds, we go in 3, 2, 1, cross climb it out. Keep those shoulders right over your wrist. If you have any sort of wrist injury or problem, feel free to make a fist with those hands and place that fist down to keep that wrist nice and neutral. Don't let that butt come into the air. You have 10 seconds. If you need to, slow down those cross climbers. Just keep your body moving for the next 3, 2, 1. We get to relax. Not too comfortably though. We come down, elbow plank. We jump the feet out for plank jack in that elbow plank. Elbow should be right under that shoulder. Step the feet back. We go in 3, 2, 1. Jump those feet out. And if you need to, low impact, you step out the feet side by side for toe tap. Or if you need to modify it down, take it down to your knees, half plank, tap out the knees. We have just over 10 seconds. Sprinter crunches on deck. You turn it over in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's turn it over. Sprinter crunch. We lay on our back. Arms and legs extended. We sit it up. We bring one knee, opposite elbow in. 3, 2, 1. Sit it up. Elbow, opposite knee, come in. Keep that chin off your chest. Lift that back completely off the ground. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. We turn it back over one more round, starting with those cross climbers. We have 10 seconds. Hands down, step the feet back, knee comes, opposite elbow, in 3, 2, 1, cross climb. If you need to, slow it down for that low impact, or if you need to, modify it down to the knees, and then you can still tuck those knees crossed over to that opposite elbow. Just make sure shoulders floated above the wrist. We have 10 seconds. Last time we're gonna do any of these moves. 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab a quick sip, then we come onto elbow plank while we jump the feet out, plank jack. We go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump those feet out. Or low impact, tap them out. Or modified, down to the knees, tapping the knees out. Just make sure, always, that back should be straight. No curves. You pull the belly button in, tuck the hips under. 15 seconds. Single digits. Almost there. Then we just have one more set in this circuit. 2, 1. Let's rest. Quick transition. We turn it over. Sprinter crunch. Our last cardio movement. We go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit it up. Knee and opposite elbow. Come in. Chin stays off the chest. You reset when you lay down. Don't use any momentum to help you swing up. Engage only your core to help you sit up. 15 seconds, and then we get that 30-second break before our final AMRAP. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. This is it, our last AMRAP. 4 moves for 4 minutes. We have our toe touches, our leg drops, our dead bugs, and then we are going to add for our last movement, elbow plank with slight knee drop. So your knee should just tap the ground softly, then press back up. Same thing with the dead bugs, 6 on each side for a total of 12. But first we gotta start with our toe touches. And this time our lucky number is 8. So 8 total reps of each. Go ahead, lay it on your back. Legs up, arms extended. We go for 8 in 3, 2, 1, reach for it, 8 times. Then we have our 8 leg drops, pushing that lower back into the mat. Then we come into our 8 dead bugs, 8 on each side, feet in the air, alternating arm and opposite leg. Then once you finish that, we add in our new move. We turn it over, elbow plank with some knee drops, alternating knee drops, so 8 on each side. Yeah, they're doing great. Once you finish those 4 moves, we get to start it all over again from those toe touches. We have 2.5 minutes left. Keep it up. You guys are almost through. 2.5 minutes left in this workout. Then we get to cool it down with 10 minutes of stretching. Doesn't that sound nice? Woo! Toe touches to our leg drop, to those dead bugs, to that elbow plank knee drop. We have just under 2 minutes. Halfway there. Same like with the last one, try and aim to finish out 3 rounds if you can. Reach for that 4th round. If you can, push, push, push. We have 1.5 minutes left. Get through those 8 reps of each with just 1 minute. This is it, our final stretch. 1 minute. Can you finish out whatever round you're on? Can you make it to that 4th round? Yeah, 40 seconds. Seconds, 8 of those toe touches, 8 of those leg drops, 8 dead bugs, then we turn it over, 8 elbow planks with those knee drops. Finish it up, finish it strong. We have just over 10 seconds, and then we get to cool it all down. 3, 2, 1, go ahead and rest. Woo! Give yourself a round of applause for finishing out our core portion. Then we're gonna go ahead, sit it on up. Grab a quick sip of water if you need it. And then we are going to get into our stretching. From here, we're gonna start in a nice and comfortable seated position. We are going to take a nice big inhale as we sweep those arms up overhead. And then as we exhale, we're gonna come into our spinal twist, reaching that right arm behind the back, placing that left hand on that right knee, and looking over that right shoulder. We have 3, 2, 1. Let's bring it back. Center, one more time. Nice big inhale, arms up, sitting that spine nice and long. And then as we exhale, turn to the left, looking over that left shoulder. And we hold it for 3, 2, 1. Let's exhale and bring it back to center. From here, one more time, let's inhale. Those arms up. Exhale that left arm down as we bring that right arm overhead, lean it to the left. Option to keep the palm down, or if you want a little bit more of a stretch, drop that elbow to the floor. Just make sure that right hip does not prop up. Press it down into the mat. Feel that stretch coming down that right side of your body. For the next 3, 2, 1. We're going to sit it back up. We're going to move that left hand in, keeping our palm still on the ground. We're going to push that left hand into the floor. And as we do that, we take our right hand and we guide our right ear to that right shoulder. Pressing that left hand down just gives you a little bit more of that stretch in that left neck. We hold for 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to center. Switching sides. Nice big inhale. Arms come up. We exhale that right arm down this time. Lean it to the right. Again, option elbow up or elbow down. Either way, both hips firmly planted on the floor. We hold for 3, 2, 1. We bring it back up. We scoot that right hand right next to us. Press that palm into the ground, and we guide our left ear to that left shoulder. And again, keeping those shoulders relaxed. They should not be hunched up. As we hold for 3, 2, 1. Let's bring it back to center. We're going to take both of our hands now, place it on the base of our skull, and interlock those fingers. We're going to close our elbows in as we bring our chin to our chest, letting gravity push down on our hands. Feel that stretch in your upper back. And then from here, let's take a nice big inhale through the nose. And as we do, we lift our gaze, open those elbows, squeeze our shoulder blades back. And then as we exhale, we close back down. Just moving with our breath. Inhale, gaze forward, squeeze those shoulder blades back. Exhale, close those elbows down, chin to chest. 2 more times. Let's inhale it up. Exhale it down. Last one. Nice slow inhale up. And then let's slowly exhale it back down. Go ahead, release those hands off your head. Place them on your knees and slowly bring your gaze forward. From here, we're going to do a seated cat and cow. So keeping our hands on our knees, we are going to just round out the back, leaning back, using our hands to hold onto our knees, tucking our chin to our chest. And then as we inhale, we sit it up. We bring our hands behind our back, and we come straight into a shoulder mobility. So once again, moving with that breath. We exhale, place our hands on our knees, round out the back, chin to chest. And as we inhale, we sit it up. Hands behind the back, shoulder mobility, raise them on up. Let's go ahead, do it 2 more times, just moving with your own breath. Exhale, chin to chest, round out the back. We inhale, hands behind the back, stretch out the shoulders. Last time, hands on our knees, round it out. And then let's inhale as we sit it up. Shoulders come behind those back. And then finally drop those hands down, and we're gonna place our hands in front of us, pressing on up. We uncross those knees to come into a quadruped position, hands and knees. We are going to step that right foot forward, coming into our low lunge, making sure ankle and knee are aligned. We just sink the hips, stretching out that left hip flexor. And then as we exhale, we push the hips back, extend that right leg, lift the toes, stretch out the hamstring. Same as the other two, moving with your breath. Inhale, we push the hips forward, slow lunge. Exhale, we push the hips back, extend the leg, lift the toes, hamstring stretch. Moving with your breath, inhale forward, slowly exhaling back. Slowly getting a little deeper with both these stretches. We inhale forward, we exhale back. We're just going to do it one more time. Inhale, push the hips forward, drop the toes. And then slowly exhale, we push it back, we lift the toes, hamstring stretch. Go ahead, push the hips back forward. Place those hands on the ground. We're going to step that right foot back and switch sides. Left foot comes forward now. Align the ankle and the knees. We inhale, we sink those hips. Feel that in the front of that right hip. And then as we exhale, push the hips back, extend the leg, lift the toes. It's okay if that leg is not completely straight. You can bend it a little and take some of that pressure off of the back of the knee. And then again, moving with our breath. Inhale, our hips come forward. Exhale, we push it back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. We're going to go ahead and do it one more time. Let's inhale our hips forward, sink those hips. And then let's exhale those hips back. Lift the toes, fold it forward. Let's go ahead, push the hips back forward, drop those toes. Let's step back that left foot to come back into our quadruped. And from here, we're going to lift our knees off the ground. Downward dog, upside down V. We push the shoulders back as we walk the dog, pedaling out those heels. And then let's go ahead, slowly walk those hands back to our feet, our forward fold. If your palms can touch the ground with your legs when they're straight, perfect. If not, go ahead, bend those knees just slightly until the palms come flat onto the floor. Let your head just hang for a moment as we hold it for 3, 2, 1. Let's take a nice big inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, we fold it back down. We have one final deep breath. Inhale those arms up, nice and slow. Hold that breath at the top for 3, 2, 1. Slowly exhale, just the arms down. Relax those shoulders. That is all I have for today's Friday Ab Attack. You guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys all have a lovely rest of your day, a lovely weekend. Enjoy the warm weather, I think, if it's warm out. Hopefully it's sunny.